Feels like a safety hazard, Harry.
I think so as well.
You better wear your hard hats.
I hate heights.
Oh, you're on the wrong map for that.
Eating a barbecue.
Would you
the
say,
whole
Harry,
barbecue?
Would you say you've got a case of vertigo? Well, we do. Back on in. It's the same pistol we saw this morning. EG pushing B. And Astralis taking over that A site for free. They've got the smokes down. We've got a big flank coming through. But it will be too late here. Fnatic tried this pistol. It didn't go well for them.
Yeah, I seem to remember I think it was Stewie holding the flank. Well, this time it's Dupree. And we know about this guy. He's bad to the bone as they start to rush into him. Dupree going to light up 3. And down they go. Stanislaw and Obo left up, left alive, but not for long. Not long for this world. Stanislaw dead in the water. And Magisk claiming the final 2.
I think today is the first and last day we will ever see that pistol get run.
Yeah, Thursday, March 25th.
Don't
forget about it.
Calendars, yeah. Yeah, the same result both times. The flank holder kills everyone. And hey, that's a good way to start a round.
If you were going to make a CS national holiday, what would it be?
Ooh. I don't know. That's a lot of pressure.
By the way, I don't have an answer, so don't turn this on me.
The release date, could be anything, Harry.
And so what, you're just celebrating that CS came out?
As opposed to... You've admitted you don't have an answer, so don't make me throw this back your way.
Yeah, but... you would create a national holiday that celebrates the Cloud9 E-League Boston Major win. Hugo, of course.
Pandering now.
Not really pandering. Not really. Although a little bit.
just the right amount.
And now, up towards the top of ramp, Astralis looking to get in towards this A-bomb site.
Just waltzing, aren't they? Having a bit of a jig. Dancing their way to destruction. Stan above the boxes, gone after 1. Cirque with the Deeg, put on 3. And everyone's fighting here with these Deagles over the top of the boxes. Astralis peel back to hold for this re-aggression. Trying to win fights before they go and plant. Don't want to get caught in the animation, never fun. Ooh, this timing from Breezy, no one's watching it. Oh, Zip goes back. Breezy gets digged, so he can't commit. And yeah, Astralis is doing a really good job of just stalling and waiting and hoping that kills come their way. They eventually will have to. 30 seconds. There's another. Obo hits a Deeg in the meantime, but this plant should be allowed.
Yeah, it's still weird.
Ooh.
Oh, Obo, another. And him and Cirque at 1 and 3 HP. They are so close to death. And I'm not talking about Dupree lurking on the other side. Obo, he gets you worried, right? With that Deagle, he puts up them 3 kills and you're thinking, like, all right, maybe there's something to this. But the response is fast from Astralis. And so now it is just the, ladies and gentlemen, the Vanilla Pistols take to the stage.
Ah, yes. With a new hit track.
What is it? Can't just say that.
Boost.
Nice. All right, yeah, man, we're back in.
Good round from Obo, though, man. Big D. You just want to see more of that in this map. Dupree running towards B. There's a bit of a stack here. Oh, boy. Stan's lining up a flashbang. Molly is going to kill Cirque if the nade doesn't. Both will work. And in fact, the wallbang finishes the job. They get that kill, but they don't realize they're being hunted. Stan reacts with 1, but he lets Obo die in the process, and Astralis goes, screw it. B's stacked. I'm out of here. Peace. Getting the bomb and running up ramp. Tarek, does he get clear? There's no Molly. There's no HE. Will they manual check it?
Ooh. Ooh, there's a bunch of weird timings being hit all across the map. Yeah, Tarek actually swings them, and Glaive cuts down the rotation. So the hope of that getting exciting, it was there. And imagine if it did.
Imagine.
But sadly, it did not. Breezy, all alone, 1v3, does have a Mac 10 where he can look to make a bit of extra money, or he can look to snipe him down with the Deagle. Ooh, on the other side here, that's Glaive. Look at that fancy footwork. Oh. There we go.
Yeah, nice and clean for Astralis. Good T-side start. I think they're probably pretty happy with starting on the T-side as well, especially on a map like this. Like one of the only maps I think you could say is T-sided pretty consistently. Like Mirage would guess come up there, Dust 2 could argue. But yeah, Astralis looking good right now. But double AWP coming through. Obo not hesitating, not waiting, just going right for it alongside Cirque. So let's see where these AWPs set themselves up. We had Tariq swapping roles on Nuke back in the previous map. He was off ramp and into A with Obo taking his position. Obo for now guarding middle, but then peels over to B after boosting up Stan. Cirque AWPing A, no surprise. Astralis are just waiting behind the smoke. Only Glaive has gone through. Dupree defaulting at bottom B stairs, but not really putting on any pressure, so Obo doesn't need to play too committed right now. He can help out in mid if Stan calls for it. But really, as almost all Vertigo T-side rounds fall into, Astralis are defaulting A. They're just working up the ramp, trying to clear spots. What's Zip lining up? This is a new one. Tippity top of the ramp. That lets you clear sandbags manually. We saw Liquid use something similar to get a player out of position there without a molly. Cirque still waiting for contact, very patient. Tip going to give him that contact. Oh, shoots off the flash though, and Cirque gets the kill. Bounds back to the bomb site safely, and Astralis are grouping B in the meantime.
Yeah, Dupree already over at this side of the map is creeping up the B stairs.
What is this?
Magiska's waiting with a smoke deep over in CT. Middle. That's yeah, CT smoke lined up and thrown in by Magisk. The molly is burning this player out into the open. It might force peaks, and it does, but Dupree isn't ready to capitalize. Tariq is fast wrapping behind, and with 10 seconds, Astralis have got to get a move on. This bomb's got to go down. Let's go, Astralis. Get it planted. Device and Glaive getting kills, but there's the wrap from Tariq that seals their fate. EG, they grabbed that. Yeah, man. I mean, it was all getting a bit weird. Very, very worrying. Like, when those players are coming up the ramp, there's 10 seconds left, and Device is the only man who was anywhere near Dupree, wasn't able to trade it. That round felt like it was stripped away. The moment Dupree dies here, and the bomb is like, you know, no longer do you have like a safe path into the site. You don't have someone holding for those gen peaks. And there was just no time, ultimately, for Astralis. You know, that's without factoring in Tariq's good timing on the flank.
Cirque's back to A, but he's actually peeking. He's got the spawn, and he's got the info that no one made up top yet. Glaive on a hero AK boosted over his teammate's head. Often good for an early kill if the CTs are challenging, but Cirque is not. Breezy, mate. But he should be able to see Glaive from this position now, especially with the smoke faded. Oh, it knocks the bottom off, and now Glaive trying to trade. Oh, Breezy just re-swings in off the back of Cirque, playing with the AWP as well. They're trying to get the gun. They're trying to get any shot, any semblance of winning this round, but the Glock 2, the rifle and Device, does deal death. There's still no armor, and surrounded by more default pistols. Device needs to be heroic to win this round.
Oh, that's nice from Device. In with the first, but his journey ends there. Cut down by Tariq. And now the AK out of the round for Astralis. As the short wrap dealt with, Tariq is not giving up the A-bomb site today. Doesn't let them back in. Just Dupree with a Glock in his pocket. Obo will rock it. EG up onto 2.
Yeah, recovering early, right? Competitive from the get-go. That was the case on Nuke, right? We had forces, we had pistols, followed up with forces, followed up with more forces. So, yeah, I'm glad to see you straight out of the gate, everyone competing. Glaive a little worse for wear after buying up the AK, but he's still got his grenades, and we know this guy loves an ump. Flashing Dupree into B stairs yet again. Drops that smoke in case a molly comes down, but we're yet to see that. 2 nades go down B, so that's info for Astralis. But Dupree, more than info, takes a beating from the HEs. Astralis, they've respected this ram smoke almost every time it's come down for EG. And this will be no exception. With Dupree here, he is the fallback policy. If things don't go well for them, they can rotate round. But as we saw last time they did that, Tariq came in on that big flank, clearing out the ramp. And so that's a danger. You leave one site, well, the CTs might get inquisitive. And they may be on B as well. Flash in, Obo looking. Dupree blinded off, but so far below that Obo really can't clear this one. He's just got to trust that he's not coming up the stairs. Astralis have ramp now, finally smoked off at short. Just moving through on different choke points. Dupree's not been given a pick on B either. Obo's trying to play it as safe as he can. We've seen him just sit towards Jens and Con at times. This time he's rotating. B is now open. Astralis don't know it. That could be perfect for them as they decide to back on out. Tarek clearing a lot of real estate once again with the aggro A move, and now he's confirmed that this site is empty.
Yeah, not only did you just see that ramp was empty, you saw Device with his knife out walking away. You know that means he's trying to silent rotate to join the team. And so EG are already here. Tarek is right behind them. And Breezy is now in this same position.
Just running on the flank.
Yeah, that's unreal. That's unreal from Tarek.
How does he get away with that?
I even remember, actually, this is, do you remember there was that G2 game where Hunter raps and he sprays, and it got posted to Reddit under like the title, Hunter completes the Tarek spray. Tarek actually went to that thread to reply to it, like, I never use Reddit, but, you know, screw you, lol. And there he was actually getting a chance at that exact same, but he nails it,
he kind of. No, it's fine. He was
one out of 3, ain't bad. And there's a bunch of people there, yeah. So, no, there we go. Tarek showing he'll deliver on that. That ain't no Tarek spray.
Tarek always good for one.
That's what they call him.
Yeah. This one's just Eagles and getting swept apart. Man, I've got to say, Obo is looking like a different player to that first map. He was timid. He was holding hut in the T side. He was not really moving all too much. But now he's warmed in. Now he's like, oh yeah, Counter-Strike, I remember this game. Things are feeling thank you. And Obo, another opening kill into this B bomb site. Device is looking for Deegs. And more important than anything, Obo's just not giving them picks into B, right? That's the worst. Giving the team a way to flood into the bomb site. He's never offering up picks to Dupree, who's always defaulting in the stairs. So that's a good sign as well. Knowing what you're up against, right? Astralis, a team to be feared at the best of times. But right now, EG are making them look vulnerable. A map up and a round up in the second. Astralis with their first pause of Vertigo, trying to figure this one out.
Yeah, something else that's cool, right, is the fact that you have Obo and Cirque in the same team. And I love that because they both had like very, very similar journeys, if you think about it, right? Where Obo at a very young age up and moved his life over to Europe, essentially, back with Cole, and now here with EG. You have Cirque, who did the exact same thing. Like, let's not forget, I'm pretty sure he was like 17 when he joins NRG, moves out to America, been there ever since, right? He's already done and lived that life. And so it's cool that you've got them both here, having both attempted it, but on opposite sides of the pond. Smokes are down at the bottom ramp and side of it, but this spam is deadly, and Dupree will also deal with Obo over at the B bomb site in the meantime. So quite the advantage here for Astralis. Breezy is tucked in at the top of ramp, still good for a fight here. Has Cirque repositioning over to the short side to help him out. And if Cirque draws the attention in, they might discount Breezy altogether.
Oh, he's getting spammed. Breezy now strikes, gets one, but he was low. Zips quick to trade, and Cirque does get out of there alive for now. Backing up to A and dropping the crane smoke. This might stall their approach. Astralis, do they still throw this utility? No, they hold off. That's the right call. With the smoke down, it causes so much commotion if Astralis are trying to get up into the site. Someone could be in it for all they know and stands pretty damn close. There's the util finally flying over, and Molly's to clear short too. Stan waiting on the box. Both players here for EG. A good chance to make this interesting, but with so many players, you think Astralis are good for trades at least. Stan waiting on this smoke. It's going to fade soon. He's trying to catch a short player. He's dead to it. Now just Cirque, maybe even wanting to save. He gets a kill. They jump at him, and Cirque's being fed. You never want to get this guy going, because then he just won't stop. Cirque, another close shot, and it's down to Zip on the sandbag. Cirque 3 out of 4. Final kill. Taps the bomb. Trying to force a peek. Zip won't move a muscle. Finally going out and actually winning the fight. It's Zip saving Astralis' life. They chase Cirque down. They jump at him through a smoke. But they still win the round.
Yeah, don't give him too many chances. Ooh. Do not let Cirque warm up into a round like that. Oh, it's a damn good try. A damn good try from Cirque to make the most of a very overzealous Astralis.
See, that's just Astralis' mega brain, man. They know he's going to save, so they're like, feed him. Give him a 1v1, and then we kill the AWP, and he doesn't save it. You know, it's calculated. Of course not, though. Probably didn't expect to get no scope.
No, right? Yeah.
But a nice try nonetheless. And that's actually good for the money of EG more so than anything, right? Like, that was going to be a very clean round for Astralis. A statement round. Instead, it's a near miss. And so if EG follow up with a round victory here, Astralis are broke. It goes both ways, though. So a lot of pressure on round number 9 here. And Astralis finally break the streak.
Yeah, still, right? Having that come down to one player surviving is actually like real bad news for Astralis. They're limited. Very, very limited. So what are they going to try and do in a round like this? Can't throw all of these smokes. You can't really draw rotations. In fact, you've got one smoke. So might feel a little more rushy in this round. They're grouping everyone up over here towards B. Is this just a B hit? This is where Obo has often been good. He's set up over here, tucked in, with a player in the sight in the form of Stan to try and draw the attention of Astralis in, hoping that they'll discount this backside position that Obo is still concealed in. This is where the lackluster utility needs to be put in the right place, and it will. Obo's mollied out and into the open. Could still reposition to the back left, right? He's given time. He's not getting challenged yet. Device trying to spot him through the grate, and he will locate Obo. So that's something, a 4-on-4. And now they boost back up.
Yeah, it would have been really nice to see him go back to that corner, right? That would be the perfect play. Astralis never knew he was even there. Tries to make a move, and he's cancelled out by the AWP. Device still looking for more. Astralis throw their one smoke with a flash. Cirque, oh, blind shot. He's so good at it, just clicking as soon as his screen goes white. And Dupree dead. Cirque looking for another. They jump, but they won't make it along. Cirque is firing off on all cylinders. Device trades, but they're all coming at him. They're chasing him down from all sides. The knives are out. Breeze is going for it, but he misses the slash. And Stan must bail him out. I like the attempt. I like the disrespect. And EG like the round.
Well, this is all getting a little bit personal, isn't it? They don't like that they hunted down Cirque, and now they're trying to show him, well, it's you who should be scared, Astralis. Hello. Who's that staring Device square in the face? I really am liking what we're getting out of EG, especially now with like Obo being activated and coming into this map firing on all cylinders. It really does set us up for an exciting series and one with maybe unexpected results. Lead gained for EG, and now they're good to build upon it with just a partial investment from Astralis. Ramp control taken, but tucked in at the sandbags is Tariq, and he might go unaccounted for here by Magisk, who isn't showing any tendency to check the sandbags. He's picked up by the AWP. Now Tariq hears that Deeg spamming, and will come in with the peek to rid them of Zip. Trying to go one step further, and he will.
Tariq with no fear, man. Obo's still holding at the back of B. They don't know about him just yet, but Device killed him in this position before, so will he expect? Doesn't matter. Backpack sticks out. Nice trade for Dupree. No bomb, though, so no plant. Perhaps that AK. And if you can get some kills out here, that'd be lovely, but Cirque will not allow it coming in from the top. And EG take another anti-eco. The pistol rounds have been cleaned up as far as they've come here for Astralis. And they need another recovery round now that they hit the rifles once again. Will there be a pause? No. Their last pause at least netted them around, but Astralis seem to believe they know what to do, how to crack this code. We've not seen anyone in middle in this game. That's one thing, right? Astralis, once they start sending out late mid lurks, right, especially this late in the game with no mid control, EG is going to start discounting that position. I'd love to see a late mid lurk on one of these A plays, especially considering how slow the A plays are. And that's not, you know, due to anything but EG's utility. Again, cordoning off Astralis, the deep smokes down, Breezy cleared out the corner, spammed through it. And Cirque behind the pillar as well. So very committed is this position. And not really the gun for it, but he's got cover at least. A nice off angle to find one. But can he escape? Can he survive after his first shot?
Oh, nails that. But there's the trade from Device.
Oh,
the nade is good. There's a big response from Stan to find the 3-on-3. Still too challenging at ramp. Oh, Stan's not ready for it, and Tarek's dead in tandem with him. Out through mid is Dupree on this late mid lurk. Hugo, you asked for it, and Dupree's provided it.
Thanks, Dupree.
Nice guy, Dupree. Always listening, always wanting to please the crowd, and that's exactly what he's done.
Yeah. Pleased indeed. Device even given the AWP off of that last kill as well. Obo had a second, so that's gone. Cirque, yeah, I like the position, but man, you really have to just hit that shot immediately on the follow-up, and Astralis just take him out, but just with a big tap onto Tarek too, and they clean up A. And now the money starts to drip for EG as well. They've got another rifle round, if you want to call it that, 3 guns, an SMG and a Deagle alongside that. Device back to AWPing A. From his cam, you can see how hyper-focused he is, right? Ahead, right in his monitor. Eyes on the prize. But no kills being given over just yet. EG still using their util to slow Astralis' approach down once again. Dupree's back to defaulting B. And otherwise 4 on this A site. I actually like how timid Astralis are with taking ramp, because you just know at any point you can get re-aggressed on, right? You can get pushed. This is a cool way to boost a different side, so you can't get spammed as easily. But Glaive is still aware, and actually take back everything I said. Cirque is gone. It looked like he had cover behind the pillar, but not today. 5-on-3, only rifles left.
Oh yeah, and smoke spam is really what this is going to come down to. It might just be a save with Dupree late lurking through the B bomb site. He can mop up these 3 remaining EG players, so this save is anything but guaranteed. Yeah. Dupree in their nightmares. Here he is. Breezy's ready for it.
Take that. You needed that if you're EG. If you want to have any semblance of a win here, you need all 3 guns. And Glaive knows that better than anyone. Dispatched himself to deal with the triple save. And he's trapped them in B. He knows the timing's pretty good. So if they push here, ooh, might not go well for them. However, looks like EG will just get away with these guns. It's something. But it's still an Astralis round, finding their 6th. Neck and neck in this map.
Yeah, this is exactly what Nuke was in the first half, though, right? Like, both teams very, very competitive, and then we saw EG run away with that game in the second half. This was lovely from Glaive, right? Not just ready for the boost. It's so scary doing that against Astralis, man. I feel like they're always getting 2 kills if they spot that boost. And so now you've got these 3 saved weapons. You probably don't buy around them, right? You probably keep the money so that you can look to invest in the follow-up anyway, and you see what these 3 guns can get away with. And honestly, 3 weapons in a round like this, where these USPs can kind of be like bodyguards / like moving decoys, right? To draw the attention away and then let the rifles strike. You might be surprised at how much damage this kind of oh, they actually are going to force buy, Hugo.
Interesting.
All right.
I mean, it's just the same as the last round, right? Like, they had a Deagle and an SMG with the 3 guns. Now they have the same. But to what result?
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, right? This is a decision now that could have resounding implications if this is stripped away from you.
I mean, at the same time, like, you know, the justification for this is, regardless of how this round goes, is let's say they lose, they eco 14, then they buy 15 anyway. So it's no problem buying here. It gives you a more solid full rifle round on the last round of the half, but it does give Astralis a window to go 9-6 up, sure. That's the risk you have to take, man. And again, Astralis just slow, steady. This time, no lurker. And so they hold the flank. They're very aware of this backline being open. Again, the boost up. You're going to do it twice? Well, Harry, what could possibly go wrong?
Well, you know, Glaive is moving back into this same position. Now, it worked so well last time that they've tried to bring it in again.
No.
This time, Glaive gets ahead of it, up through the ramp already. Molly in the sandbags forces Breezy to expel that smoke, and now they know he's there.
Yeah.
This is where the boost is drawn in, and, well, the results are not clean. Anything but. Both those players that were boosting are now down low. Breezy at least took one to the grave with him from that sandbag position. And the rotations have come in for EG.
I like that move, though. They timed the boost off the back of Breezy making contact. They know that that's going to be the main drawing of attention for Astralis. And so, like, that could have gone a lot better than it did, but it didn't. As another in troubled waters.
Troubled waters indeed. These waters are troubled and, well, the smokes are tempting. Device. Oh, always so close to finding someone. Instead, it's Dupree's utility, combined with the spray that just mops that round up in a second. He's on for the ace, and he might even go hunting for it. If the kind of bravado we've seen out of Astralis so far is anything to go by, I hope he does.
Yeah, he's flanking, though. Stan's still here. He doesn't have a kit, or things could get very interesting, but exits, perhaps. There's one. And now Dupree running, knowing he can definitely find an ace in this round. And if Stan tries to save towards B, he will not be ready for how deep Dupree has already gotten. What a rotation, what a flank, and what a round from old Dupree. Does he clear it?
Oh, please.
Yeah.
The ace.
Love that.
And that's what it takes to get Astralis up onto 7. Dupree getting it all done.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what we said. This is kind of like, you know, a little bit rough. You got to take an eco here for a buy in round 15. And so Astralis, they're hoping that, you know, this now allows them to edge a little advantage over the line as we draw to a close this first half. Team Knife as well. Stanislaw on the receiving end of that. Little love tap.
And the one round Astralis don't go for a heavy A hold, or a heavy A take rather, is when EG stack it and put pistols there with a flashbang. Stan's going to pop them in together. But that moment might never happen if Astralis just contact into the MTB site right now. They're looking at it. Dupree's working it. Still keeping up the attention on that A site though, and they might get this flash after all. There's one more left for Stan. It's going to bounce it off of the crane. But oh no. Clocks ticking, cogs whirring, and the Danes learning that the B site might be a little more understacked than the A site, and so they rotate out silently. No info, no knowledge, too little, too late.
Yeah, Astralis are going to be in this B bomb site long before EG. Magisk also hits this mid-timing. While Tarek is here, no one else is, and the mid players could just get wiped out by this late mid-lurk of Magisk. He should have this round locked in for Astralis, and there it is. The pistols just swept aside, never even worried. Were the Danes. Good read on the situation there, right? Anticipate the A stack. They go back towards B into a nigh on empty bomb site. As a Cirque just left to play the round outright. Will be red as well, of course. Magisk anticipates this and is already on the angle. 8 on the board for Astralis. Now a chance at a 9-6 half. Taking this lead in a big way right at the closer.
Yeah, it's a really good T-side for Astralis, especially considering some of the streaks of rounds that EG managed to put together, mostly on that A site as well, right? Like, dealing with Astralis's full A takes, really no problem. And then Astralis have figured it out and started, you know, sending more lurkers in, having more proactive solo players, clearing B when it's empty, taking mid to cut off rotates. We've seen a lot more depth. Now, just speed. Dupree looking for an early B entry. He gets flashed off, but no one plays off the back of it. Oh, knife out, nades out, Stan caught in the open. dupreeh, maybe he thought he'd run away. Not today. dupreeh looking for another under the smoke. And now actually numbers in middle for Astralis as well. Something that EG haven't even had to deal with. They've seen one guy here, never more. And they're going to re-aggress. This could be something. Catching players boosting, but Glaive flicks back, and it's a two-man attack. The tower trades 1 for 1, and Astralis hold the advantage.
Yeah, but now you're having to worry about a lot of property here if you're EG, right? You're concerned about middle. You're concerned about the B play. You don't really know what's going on at A. Don't have that information. Now with the utility rating in, they realize, well, it's looking like B. It's feeling like B. They pull players here. But because a push hasn't come in right away, they doubt themselves. They go back to the A bomb site thinking this could be a fake. Through that smoke, the B player's been opened up onto. Now the real site takes coming in with full utility cutting off the rotation. And this is looking like Astralis are well on their way to 9 to closing out this half.
Yeah, no kit either for this retake. They're so low. Got to brute force their way back into the bomb site. Zip denies Breezy and Cirque. Oh dear, nothing he can do but laugh and move on to the second half, because one chance to find 3 kills. That's a nice kill through the smoke onto Device, but they're going to be able to repeat time, and there it is. Zip closes, and Astralis, a very nice T side after all. Let's see if they can keep it together and close it out to bring us to Inferno.
Stop thinking about you. Down on myself, hope you're doing well. I've been honestly going through hell, feeling dry.
Hey Future Pros, I'm a big fan of Vertigo, and I know a lot of you out there probably don't love it as much as I do. So I thought I'd help you out and show you a smoke that will help you lock out the T's from the A ramp. It's a nice and easy smoke to throw and will even work on 64 tick servers. To throw the smoke, get up next to this wall. Find the corner of this tile. Run forward and throw the smoke before you pass the edge of the wall. 9 times out of 10 the T's will respect the smoke and not push through. However, be aware that they can still peek over the top of the smoke, so don't show too much skin. Good luck.
You may call it a virus, but we call it the antidote. It's an answer to silence. The future is here to revolt.
Well, Astralis are on their way to a third map, or at least that's what they're thinking, right?
Yeah.
9-6 at the end of that first half. They find those last 3 rounds that are now looking to make all the difference. EG beginning their T side. Well, back on Nuke, it was in the second half that we really saw EG explode onto our screens in a very big way. They went on to 16-12 that map over Astralis. Here, they're on the back foot. But a pistol round victory would quickly close that gap. Glaive is jump peeking for info, still taking info peeks, finally decides, all right, I got all the information I need, and here are the peeks from the short side. Device, lighten them up. It's a slaughter. Wow. And there is barely even a point of damage done. 2 players tagged, and that is the extent of it. Astralis get 10.
Yeah, that was 3 P250 armors for EG, right? The util players dropping over the pistols, and they get nothing done. They just get absolutely eviscerated. Wow, what a round for Astralis. The fact that Glaive is still re-peeking as well, not just continuing to get info and telling his team to get aggressive, but just drawing EG's attention. They never even look at short. 10-6, EG on their way to a 5th Vertigo loss in a row. Not what they wanted to see or say today, but they may not have a chance to do anything about it. Well, not now. Right now to force. Wow, Astralis respected the smoke in the first half. EG similarly have no choice. Sending players into mid, but not wanting for them to go before the A play. That's the thing, right? When A gets smoked, you often don't want your mid or B players to do much until that A play has started to come into fruition. Don't want to give away exactly what you're doing in the opening few seconds. So EG show nothing, nowhere, no one. Finally regrouping back on A with 3. There's more utility for Astralis. Instead, it will be the dry peaks going out for a fight. Magis looking for a second, but he finally bounds out with 1. He's done there. Device is on the sandbag. Smoke is available from his teammates if he gets molly, but of course there's no molly. It's EG on a force. The Eagles have to get them over the line, and they've got to clear Device first. Oh! What? Couldn't even see him.
Okay.
Reasonable.
Zip now molding, and Device still waiting at these sandbags. Oh, he sees some fingers. Device, finger fetish. There he is. Sees even more heads on the ramp side, but the trade is found. Tarek with the response now going up and over. The Deagle claims another life, and suddenly it's not so clear cut. Magisk, while he has dealt with the man on the site, didn't find the bomb planter. That's Tarek still fighting tooth and nail, but the ramp push from behind seals his fate. Astralis, they regain control. They put up 11. EG at least finding a bomb plant there means they can look to bring a little bit more into this round that would otherwise be a full eco.
I'd love to see that oboe kill. I hope we have it, because he just walks into a smoke and shoots. Like, I think he's just lining it up in his head. Yeah, look at this. What? Like, no info, just shoots. Perfect kill. Tarek, yeah, he had some nice deeks in the round, but getting flanked and not being able to isolate a 1v1 there. Magis just hiding behind the boxes. Astralis up to 11. A rebuy for EG, though. Not hesitant. Most teams would eco here, but the bomb plant was enticing enough. Zerg taking all the risks up in the smoke. Oh, his backpack stuck out. They didn't see it, though. Jumps up instead, gets up towards short while the rest of his team spam the smoke, insinuating that they're not already up and through. Astralis are ready if they are, though. Grenade coming down, Magisk ready to peek with it. Up close, Tarek. Oh, Magisk getting 1.5. Zerg put down to 10 is certainly a good feeling from what was a weak weapon, the weakest in the round. The rest of the rifles can do the rest. Glaive with another. Zip still trapped. Device aggressing, and Astralis no chill on this A site. Just pushing in. Just taking every kill they can.
Yeah, low HP Zerg from that fight earlier on is left up alongside Stanislaw in a 2-on-5. They spot this site player. They know that one's trapped on the default box, but that's not a lot to go off of here, right? With still players on the boost, still a guy in elevator able to swing and help out. This is a really rough spot to be in if you're EG. trying to get up into the site, trying to close this distance a little bit. Bomb is still dropped back at ramp as well. You got to go and get that if you're EG. It looks like they really are just kind of playing for damage. Like, this doesn't feel like a spot where you can win the round because you don't have the bomb. And so even though the kills have come in, now Cirque is trying to run back. I think EG did better than they expected there.
Yeah.
Because like they didn't have the bomb. They weren't ready to make that happen. I thought with Cirque originally going up short, like that was what he was going to do. Like he was going to be the guy to grab the bomb. Because then suddenly Stan gets both those kills. And if you had it, like you get that bomb down, there's a real chance. Instead, Stanislaus like, well, I've just got to fight. I've just got to fight everything right now or else we lose the round. And he gives it a damn good attempt. But with no bomb, that 12th round was inevitable.
Yeah, it's a shame, right? Planning for failure and doing better than you expect, right? It just leaves you failing because that was what your plan was. Still, it didn't feel like a winnable round anyway. 12-6, and it was a cobbled buy off the back of a bomb plant. That was it. Dupree with an AWP now, silencing Obo at B. Over Device, interestingly enough, maybe position-based as Device is in middle. Or even Spawn. Regardless of the reasons, Dupree has put a kill on the tally for Astralis. And there's many more Ts boosting up behind the wood. Again, I've said this before today, if you look into the wood, your gun's going to be seen through it. So you've got to be very careful about this angle. Device picks a head off of the top, taking down Cirque. Dupree, another one with a AWP 2, maybe a third, and Device will steal it away. But that's no fear for Astralis. 13-6. First proper buy round now for EG. And one of the last chances they'll have.
Yeah, right. Suddenly some of these risky economic decisions don't feel all so worth it. You're coming in with this buy. It's still going to feel lackluster. And the guy that you would want to have on the AWP here likely isn't going to have one because Cirque was the dude to save in that 1v2, if you remember. So he had the AK in that round there, and he's still good to buy an AK here. Tarek actually going to drop an AWP over.
Nice.
What a guy. And Cirque dropped him a Galil back.
To buy grenades because Tarek couldn't afford them.
Oof.
And that is a soft flame, we'll call that.
Oh, the disrespect.
I think they just need the util, right? Like that's the game plan for EG.
Look,
it's
man.
not pretty though. Dropping an AWP and getting a Galil. Ugh.
Yeah, no one's thrilled about that transaction.
No.
Tarek, he does have head armor at least.
Well, okay, let's see if this AWP was worth it. Obo's pushing B off of the smoke early. He won't commit. Astralis, again, A aggression, name of the game right now. And oh my goodness, talk of aggression. They just run amok. They've just pushed all the way down the ramp. No one's here for EG, and Astralis know it. Dupree's got that mid lurker dead. B is underwhelmingly defended, as Astralis did have all their numbers pushing A, but with that information being granted and gained, now they can rotate round, and they're already here in time. EG never knew it was clear, and now it's not. Device, Dome stand. Cirque mollied out, has to pick a spot between the flames, and a flick as he's flashed won't work wonders. A lineup for Device as he gets another couple, and it's all on Breezy. 1 on 5, shot from all sides, looking behind, it's going to be Glaive to close. Astralis 14-6, making a mockery of EG.
I gotta say, I love that idea of like all-inning a ramp play, getting that information and then fast rotating to B. Like an instant B play from T's never feels that common, right? Like a lot of the time you first wage that war for the ramp control and then slowly, right, you line up some utility, you work your way up, and it is like a very drawn out affair. And you know, with like 4 players over at A, the moment they get that information, they just out and leave it. You know, they just completely rotate towards B. So it's like suddenly you're just keeping 4 at every single location you're pushing. Yeah. It's a nice little idea. I haven't really seen many teams attempt that. Device down middle could cut off this entire round, but instead he's bested by Stan. And the heartbreaking thing about that, you didn't see the number of players leaving. You only saw Stanislaus. You don't know if that was just a player holding for the flank or if that was the rotation going back to B.
They made their mind up regardless of what info they get given. Tarek Well, smoked, so he couldn't cut off those rotates, but he can late lurk and cause a problem here if only he doesn't get caught from short. Glaive is clearing that as this util goes into the B bomb site. Glaive thinks A is empty now. Glaive is calling to watch your B site, and while that is right, Taric has gained a lot of ground. Do they want to go back? Cirque dies to Magisk on that entry, and EG, they go, fine, Taric, man. I trust you. I trust you. Cool. We'll wait. And I think they're still going to go B, but they want Taric to flank and get the kills before they do. They've reset as to not die, and now it's all on Taric.
Yeah, Astralis have no idea as well. Like, that is, no one knows how Taric is there. Only we possess the info as to how he hits that timing. Like, perfect stuff from Taric, hitting every timing needed, and Glaive is left scratching his head. I don't know where he came from. They're thinking, like, you know, he could have hit a mid-time and maybe he got through B earlier. They've got no idea as to what's just happened. Taric uprooting the entire round on his timings. And even though Glaive is moving in like he wants to attempt this, with him getting spotted there, this should be just a save for Glaive. And 7 on the board for EG.
Yeah, it's just such a long road to recovery, right? You win an eco, sure. You catch Astralis by surprise with you know, one-man hero play. But is that something you can replicate? Is that something you can build upon to actually pull a comeback? Not easily, that's to say for sure. Astralis still with plenty more opportunities to close their pick of Vertigo. Bring us to Inferno, where every good series ends. Yeah, even like the EG leave B for a second there. They don't even wait on the stairs to maybe get crunched or repeat.
Yeah, right.
They just fall out completely.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if they get pushed by like the 2B players, the bombs drop there, well, suddenly the waiting for that flank is meaningless, you know? So, yeah, it's just a very, very safe way of playing around that flank and really understanding the gravity of the position that Taric has.
The call don't die, Harry. Everyone loves it.
An infamous one.
Everyone loves it.
Look at this, nades through the smoke, finding a lot of damage here. Everyone tagged by these nades, with the exception of Stan. And so they're already whittled down. Glaive's trying to finish the job that the nades have started. Taric and Cirque come in with responses and leave us back in a 3-on-3, undoing all the hard work of Glaive on his ramp push. EG, I doubt they're thrilled with how this has ended up, but getting those trades in the fashion that you did, right? Not just having Glaive get away with that and then you only trade him and you're still down a man. The fact that Cirque was also able to deal with Zip is huge, and it potentially rescues this round for EG as they're given a chance now to reset and embark on a 3-on-3.
Astralis are getting paranoid. Dupree's just gone back to middle. That's a good timing for EG to take space inside of B. Well, it's fine for Astralis to play retake together here. Dupree's still trying to regain ground that's just gotten lost. High flash, Stan blinded in the smoke, and Dupree trying to stop the cross. He can't. Taric gets the kill. Stan never needed, but he's still here to fall back on. Oh, the wallbang's not connecting. Device going for it. Watching this smoke as it fades. Stands still close on the Jenny's. Device, if he clears this side, Taric's first, and he gets the kill. They still don't know about Stan's position, so Magisk, his work is cut out for him. He almost catches Taric retreating. Stan peeks in, and he gives him a chance. He gives him a 1v1 against Taric on 3. Luckily, Taric hits a shot. 4 kills for him. Big round from Taric. He is warmed on in. But that was almost a 1v2 for Magisk.
This is 2 back-to-back rounds now coming on the back of Taric single-handedly, man. Like, unreal stuff out of this guy.
Beasted.
It would have been the ace as well if Cirque wasn't there to, like, snipe Zip out of the round earlier on. That would have been all 5. Regardless, huge stuff from this man. 3 HP as well when he goes swinging into Dupree.
And now Astralis' money is broke. Like, don't get me wrong, they're still not in hot water yet. But that kettle is boiling. Get the cuppers in, because Astralis, a little bit more scary than it was just 2 rounds ago. I don't know if I want to get ahead of myself, though. Orp in this one, Deagles, like, you can certainly win a round like this if you're Astralis. Off of one man, off of a huge Deagle play. And yeah, like you said, if Glaive, you know, gets away with 2 and only gets traded for 1 and Zip didn't repeat, would have been a very different position for Astralis. Probably would have been their round. So a minute detail can change everything. EG going back to A now. Cirque with the AWP, hoping for a peek. Glaive just playing float, rotating round. Running off the basis of footsteps that they hear below. So while nothing will be B early, he'll take A instead. Tarek, again, the hero, pushes through the smoke. Will get traded, but Breezy keeps the advantage up in favor of EG. AWP here on the site. Another man on the boost. Glaive has to pick a spot. He's in the open. His teammate's been mollied, so can no longer cover his back. Mid-to-B smoke misses there for Stan. He needs to aim a little bit left, and it'll be fine.
This tip's for free, Stanislaw. Yeah. The next one's going to cost you, buddy.
It's going to cost a lot. You don't even know. It's a good situation, though, for EG, right? Very good position. The smokers at least drawing the attention of Dupree. Stan's reset to join his team, and now they're executing A.
Yeah, this AWP is still an unknown entity, so...
Okay.
Breezy. Not a fan of Obo in the squad by the looks of things. Glaive trying to deny the bomb plant with some chance no scopes, but nothing connecting. Up and over, and then down in the ground. Breezy buries him. The AWP is out of there. Dupree is saving. At least I assume so. I mean, he does have a kit. They do have a chance in a round like this. They're going to hang around, see if they're given anything to entice them back in. But EG aren't overstepping the boundary here. They've got no reason to fight. They've got no reason to throw around like this away. And so they'll secure 9. Now 5 behind Astralis. And even though the Deagle armor's saved, even though the AWP armor's saved, you're likely just eco in this next round. It's not like you did loads of economic damage, so you can try and come in with like a harsh, punishing reset. And so that AWP is the only danger, really, that's represented here.
Yeah, couldn't really get going in that last round, right? It was on Glaive, though, so now it's Dupree, or maybe even Device, who does also have armor. So yeah, Device actually takes it. He's top fragging right now in the server. 3 players on 20, Tarek, Dupree, Device. No surprises with those names. And wow, EG definitely starting to believe now in themselves. I don't think Astralis are worried yet, but maybe they have a reason to be with kills like that coming in from Cirque. Man, how many times does Cirque get flash and just pull the trigger and he's looking at the perfect angle and he hits the perfect timing? It looks easy, but it's really not. The amount of players you watch like who get peaked, second after the flash or shoot a second too late. No, it's not Cirque. He nails it every time. So reflashing doesn't work. It actually blinds Glaive. It bounces wrong. Dupree taking Stan on a trade, but B has been lost.
Yeah, Dupree trying to go through this smoke, ends up running into Obo's Molotov. And so EG reach double digits. They get past the Deagles with only light resistance, shall we say, that little double kill from Dupree. And now we have this reinvestment for Astralis. This is where, right, they're saying to themselves here, if you ever had to guess what kind of pep talk Zonic is giving in a timeout like this, he's saying, well, this is it, boys, right? Yeah, we put on a good show. We let EG get a couple. But this is where that ends. This is where we put a stop to this run. We don't let the momentum tip back in their favor. Device, I want you on that AWP, right? We've been giving it to Dupree. We don't know why. Let's just put it back in your hands, Device.
Dupree's been good.
No,
he's been fine.
Yeah, it's not actually.
No, I know. The funny thing is, Dupree has the best spawn. Device has the worst spawn in this round. So it's a shame, but sometimes the cookie crumble that way. And yeah, I've got to say, if Astralis lose this round, they're in trouble, mate. They're in big trouble because not only will they be out of timeouts, they just used their last one, but EG, look at that streak, 4 in a row right now, off of that 14-6 scoreline. It felt undoable. It felt over. It felt like Inferno. But now we're feeling something else. Something's brewing. And EG believe it.
Oh, so this could be one of the reasons for the switch. They might have a bit of aggression coming out of Dupree. Obo dodges the flash. Still is overwhelmed by Dupree's aggression. And so freeing Dupree up by giving him that rifle to be more aggressive has netted this early kill. Device holding on to middle as well has got that one dead to rights. And because the repeak isn't in immediately from Stan, now getting back on this angle for the trade is a death sentence. delaying that peak, I think makes the difference between getting that trade or not. And Dupree, they will get dealt with down here at the bottom of ramp. It's not pretty. A 2-on-4. Cirque and Breezy trying to move into the B site, and Breezy's in with another. Surely this is where Device, with this orb, with the big green, puts a stop to it. Missed shot. Breezy's closing the gap. There's the repeat from the back of the site, and Cirque is throwing into a 1v3. Misses a timing, misses a chance, and now a rough spot to be in. There's a tag, and the flank comes through. Astralis are up to 15, looking to get this over the line.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that re-swing and mid-right. Like, just try walking it on your own is not going to work there. But they did flash the first angle. They got Device off, and I love how he just moves back in. Like, he doesn't get deterred by the flashbang. He just waits for that sneak, and he gets rewarded. It's a great round for Astralis, despite some close shaves there with EG. But they've luckily built up 4 rounds in a row before losing that, so they can rebuy. They're not out of it after 1 gun round. They can still fight for overtime, but now Astralis, who are armed and dangerous, really are dangerous. Great grenade, huge damage done to Cirque and co. And they're ready to push this over the line. They don't want to give any more room for EG. I don't know how Obo dodges that flash. I guess he hears the pin, but it feels like so far away, and he still gets cleared by Dupree. Bit of a shame. Just not ready in the position to deal with it, I guess. But if he was in any other position, he wouldn't have heard the flash. So lose-lose. Molly coming up on short. Device going to trade with other utility and go back. But just has a smoke for a Molotov. And they have a couple, so we'll come through. First misses. Oh, it's a CT Molly, rather. They push through. They haven't cleared sandbags. They just mollied it. Like, yeah, that'll do it. No. Zip gets a kill from the site, and Magisk is still here in the smoke.
Yeah, Cirque is scoped up on it with the AWP, trying to watch for a peek. Still, the fact that they are just letting Zip have this position is scary. They're up through the short side, trying to pressure these site players. There's the swing dealt with by Tariq. But in the blink of an eye, all the kills have come through favoring Astralis, and there they are, getting it over the line. Device to close it out. And we're bound for Inferno as our 3rd map. Both maps now getting pretty close, coming down to the wire, and not a clear victor in sight. Who takes this series?